I think it's.
Anyways, hey Panthers, we're back.
Mumble Monday.
Yeah, we actually it was supposed to be we never left, and you guys had a Mumble Monday, but
someone messed up.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Well, actually, it wasn't totally his fault, but like he should have watched.
Yeah.
Let me just say, I think we should start before we get into all the spring break stuff because I want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Foster fan club does not lose.
No,
we don't. We do not
We just
lose. Ethan, our number one fan, is also technically part of the club.
I was there watching the whole time.
We're welcoming him in.
We represented well.
This is all Foster fan club, and we'll let you behind the scenes a little bit. Gus, Sawyer, and I initially lost. During the tournament, we lost.
Mm-hmm.
But
tragic.
we played the actual finals, the real finals, in front of the assembly. And Thomas and Gavin choked, and Foster fan club are champions.
Honestly, they didn't even choke. They played just as good as they normally do. We just excelled.
He's lying. So I wish you were there, man. You had to see how bad it was. They got posted on YouTube. Though. You can watch it.
The first half of it was pretty rough.
Yeah. Gus kind of carried. I didn't do terrible, but I missed like 3 put-away volleys. So Gus kind of carried. Gus is the only one the entire game that had like a good put-away volley. He had this backhand where he was this close to stepping over the line, but he didn't.
Yeah, it was an intense.
Yeah. You know, I'm not joking. I don't want to stand up and do it, but like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Just censor it, okay? But, so he hits it. He hits like one of these ones, like the little backhand, like wrist flicker.
They can't see.
well, I'm not doing this for the camera. This is for Sawyer. And then he's like right here, and he's like bouncing like this. He comes back up, like a little penguin, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we
It was a
walked
nice
out
shot.
to I'm the biggest bird.
I'm the biggest bird.
I don't even think we got to that point in the song.
no!
I don't think we even had that.
Yeah.
No, and then
The music choice for the assembly was pretty great.
And then Mr. Kellington goes. He walks up to me.
Oh, that was so awesome.
It's like 4-1 or whatever the score is. So like we're winning by a decent amount. And he goes, "What's the score?" And I tell him the score. And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "What's the score?" And he just keeps like saying something. It doesn't really make sense. Like he clearly wants me to say something. And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "What do you guys have?" And I tell him like 4. And he was like, "So who won?" And I'm like, "We won?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "We won!"
I'm pretty sure he accidentally turned off the mic too.
And I
Maybe I'm wrong.
I jumped over the net. I jumped over the net.
Really?
I should have like gone to Gus, my chest bumped him. I ran over them to taunt them. That's what I did. And I taunted them the entire game. I didn't have good sportsmanship. Every time they hit it out, which was a lot, I went at them.
And so our victory was we got to pie him in the face, and they only gave us 3 tiny little garbage squares underneath them, and expecting. So I talked to Mrs. Kellington afterwards. She said, "Well, I thought you guys were just gonna like put it on." And we're like, "Oh, of course not." So I waited. I was like, I don't know exactly how hard I'm gonna hit this kid.
So he watched.
So I'm parading it to the crowd. And all of a sudden I just hear boom, and Gavin just like does like a shot back, and so I immediately go in and hit Thomas, and it just crosses. It goes nowhere. But
Gus and I were both like doing like 360s, like the pie up in the air. I licked mine. I went. But yeah, that was
you
fun.
do as well?
What?
It all should be.
Yeah, that was cool though. Foster fan club, Panther Puff winners as well as pickleball tournament winners.
There's nothing else in the school for us to win, is there?
I want to do
like the Super Bowl's next.
I want to do a pickle, not a pickle. I want to do a kickball interest.
Could you?
I would love to do
I
that.
Could
just
you
see
imagine
people
that?
have interest in it.
Matthew Davis jumping up in the air, mossing like Cooper Cup as a DB. Oh, got it! And he
Foster
takes
fan
it.
club.
Pick 6.
And we're wearing white beaters, no pads. It's
I just see Matthew standing over Aaron Donald.
You're done. Yeah.
But
anybody's taking her down.
Yeah. So
No, duh.
my next plan
Except
is to
Reese.
put a QR code up at lunch and just see if people are interested in doing a
For
kickball
kickball?
tournament.
Kickball.
I think 7-on-7.
I think a lot of people.
Kickball will be fun.
I think 7-on-7 would be perfect. I think we'd get like I would love to get like 10 teams, which is ambitious.
That'd be such a long day.
Well, I think I would space it out over a couple days. I want to play in this one.
That's
so
true.
I kind of have a vision for what it would be. It would be 2 games going on at a time, on the football field, like we did freshman year.
Okay.
I think that's how I'll do it, unless people have other opinions.
Yeah, we'd have to find time.
So just want to like steal the softball field.
We could do that. But not in the dirt. I'm always hungry.
The dirt.
Okay, should we get into our spring break stuff?
What?
Yeah, sure. Who wants to go first?
So you went to Utah, right?
I did go to Utah.
Interesting, Ethan. What you got?
No, I just hung out with my girlfriend's
Sounds your phone, man. We're live.
family. Oh my goodness, that's so unprofessional of me.
How did this get you?
Nah, but I whooped in beach volleyball.
You.
Whooped in beach volleyball.
Yeah.
There was this old couple.
They didn't know we were playing.
No clue. Smacked in the face. Didn't know I hit him.
No, they were bystanders. They weren't even. They were just walking on the path nearby, just nails them.
The guy was a collegiate. What was it? What's the Seattle U? He was a Seattle U basketball player.
Oh, but you know you sound like you volleyball player. I was like, can you beat him?
But then he was like 40, so it didn't good.
Oh, I thought you got beat by them.
Oh no.
Oh.
Nah, Fox fan club.
So he probably has hops.
Oh, he's got hops.
Yeah.
Buddies.
But you're still better?
I'm still better. Yep.
That's cool.
Can't
Yeah,
handle
the
reserves.
Foster fan club won for a reason, and it wasn't Gus and I.
It was the spirit of Foster.
And also Sawyer and Matthew and Duncan.
For volleyball.
Oh, you're talking about volleyball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Duncan.
I was like,
I
it was only you and I. That's the reason we won that pickleball thing.
No, Matthew carried in volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Salas and Sawyer. No, Duncan kind of carried too.
Duncan
great.
did.
They had some great nets. Right?
The volleyball thing was a while ago. but
MVP
it
was
good.
a toss up between you, Matthew, and Duncan.
Yeah.
And I definitely did.
Matthew's serves were just on point.
Matthew Davison had the clutch.
Dude,
moments.
my
Davidson had
serves,
some
my
clutch
serves in
moments.
volleyball were the only thing I did good at. My serves were clutch. We got like 10 points up on those.
Braden did great at coming out of nowhere and stealing my ball. That's what he excelled at.
Hey.
He won't admit to it. But he'd like run away from the net, just like take this back like bump when I was just right there ready for it. He's like, bro, you should I'm supposed to take that.
Hey,
like, no,
but you guys won. It's fine.
and we did win.
And we just started beef right here on the podcast.
Every time I talk to him, he's like, no, that's how you're supposed to do it.
If we ever play volleyball again, I'm taking Reese. I'm taking Thomas Drenkel.
Mm-hmm.
They lost though.
I know, but I want him for.
And you got to keep me. I'm not very good, but you got to keep me.
Yeah, no,
It's the hair.
we're just adding on people. We're not taking.
I like to be there and watch. Okay, spring break. Let's get back
Spring
to
break.
that.
Yeah, beach volleyball. There was a lagoon and a pool. The lagoon was freezing. It
Yeah.
snowed over it.
Is a lagoon just like a lake?
Well, not
Define
it's
lagoon.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a.
because I've always heard the like lake monsters.
Well, it was like
Yeah, they live in lagoons.
it was a man-made lagoon.
What's the
They
lagoon?
call it a lagoon.
A lagoon is a stretch of
Like
salt water
swimming,
separated from the sea by a low sandbank or coral reef.
Oh.
It was a man-made lagoon though.
You're in
They
Utah.
call it the lagoon. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
I was gonna say-
pool, but like
Okay.
weird.
I was
It's
gonna
a
say.
really,
They have a
it's a
big-
really far sandbank.
You wouldn't believe it.
All of California.
Yeah, it's a whole state.
They put sand
Okay.
there and then
So it's-
Utah wanted a lagoon, so they made California.
Exactly.
Then they brought in Salt Bay out of just kind of.
No.
So,
there was
it's
sand.
basically
Yeah,
it's
sand
like a
volleyball.
saltwater lake, but it probably wasn't even saltwater.
All right.
Oh, definitely not saltwater.
And,
Yeah.
It was
and,
freezing cold.
and there was the Loch Ness monster also.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was, yeah.
Okay,
We called
sorry.
that Barry. No, there was like a bunch of girls doing yoga on like paddle boards, which was
We gotta go to
freaking
Utah.
crazy.
I had to stop all me from going.
And the weirdest thing is everybody has like a pool like a little bit bigger than this table right next to the big pool. It just doesn't.
That's
See,
weird.
I know.
Were they heated?
Yeah, but then there's another
Yeah,
heated pool with a hot tub.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know.
They just like water.
Yeah, it's like not small. You can
Yeah.
barely be in it.
Waste of money.
Just like
Wait.
solo
It's
pools. you
smaller,
can
but it's
just-
a waste.
Yeah, and then there's
solo
like
pools.
then it goes from like the 1-story little houses to like the 3-story ones with big pools.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there were some rich people there. There's a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
I want to take a dirt bike down there because literally everywhere it looks like you just hop a fence and then get going. And then there's Gunlock Reservoir, which was this cool little red rock with water flowing through it. It was snowing, and I saw
did you go
people
in it?
cliff jumping off of it. And I was like, holy cow.
Dude, redacted law reservoir sounds cool. So Utah sounds fun.
Yeah.
It snowed. It kind of snowed here too, from what I heard.
Yeah, honestly, the weather was kind of stinky.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was dying in my room because of the cat hair. They have 3 cats.
Ooh.
I had to be locked in my room half the time unless we were outside.
Yeah. Sounds tough.
Yeah. But it was fun. Lots of sports, lots of hanging with the fam. This guy down there named Carson. Love him. Great guy. Yep. It's
Shout out to Carson.
her cousin's boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really fun.
yeah.
I beat him in volleyball though. That
Nice.
sucks.
He's a loser. Alright, Ethan, you wanna
Ethan,
go?
what you got?
So I went to Oahu in Hawaii, or I guess it's one of the islands in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
First time being to Hawaii. Also, first time really going on a trip for spring break, which was kind of cool. I normally just stay home, so it was fun to go on kind of a cool vacation. It rained a lot, some pretty heavy rain. Kind of what we get here is just warmer. Very humid. My hair got very large. It was kind of terrible.
It got large.
Ooh, like over here. No, the humidity and my hair were
Yeah.
not friends.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Did some cool things. I went to this place called the Kahlua Ranch, which is just a large, like, kind of land reserve, or it's not protected land because, like, some family owns it, but they film a lot of movies there. Like, they advertise Jurassic Park.
So is it like a farm? Is it kind of like
Yeah, they have animals.
what's
Do they
Kelly
have,
Farms
like-
kind of deal?
Do
Where
they
it's
have
like
like
weddings and stuff?
velociraptors?
You can have weddings. They did have some velociraptors. It's 2,200 acres, though.
Oh, so they can so probably some T-Rexes too.
I didn't see any. They had some raptors in a cage.
Probably the.
They weren't moving.
the invisible one.
Ankylosauruses for sure.
Maybe.
What about the invisible
Also,
one that ate everybody?
So a lot...
The Indominus
They-
Rex. You just had an Indominus Rex behind you the whole time.
a
One
lot of...
time I just started
Um,
floating in the air.
You handed back.
No, they had that cage there from the
You
movie.
kill it?
Because they filmed a lot of Jurassic World
See
there.
it.
So they had that caged up.
That's awesome.
Because they have a movie tour where you basically get on a bus and they take you to a bunch of movie locations. And then I went on we were in just a 4x4.
You throw all
Just
the
cruising
ground.
through the... Don't kill it.
He's pretty full on health right now. So
We were just cruising through the forest. It was
That
pretty
sounds
cool.
great.
It started raining, but it was still fun.
Yeah.
On a four-wheeler?
that sounds cool.
Yeah,
I've
not
never been to
four-wheeler.
like a tropical place. Like I guess Florida over the summer.
Yeah,
is
this was the first time I went to really a...
Yeah, I've
place like
never.
Florida is also like a.
Until Florida, I'd never been to like a vacation place. Like I've gone
Yeah.
on vacation. Like,
Yeah.
Oregon.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
Idaho.
I went to Hawaii once, and that was because I had an aunt living there. So I didn't do like any of the touristy stuff. Like I just went and lived with her for 2 days, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But I haven't done much touristy tropical stuff.
Also, I went to Pearl Harbor.
I
Went to
didn't get to go.
Yeah, went to the USS or the US Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, into the USSR.
We
That's what-
reinstated communism.
It was
Go
kind of
Hawaii.
it was kind of sad there, just because like when you go to the memorial, you realize how big the ship was, and it's just all under the water. And then they have a back room which has all the names of people who died on the boat, and then also they have a little bench. It's not really a bench, but like a lower sign that has everyone's names who survived the Arizona, but chose to have their ashes put on the boat after they died, which is just kind of sad. But like it's kind of cool that they were able to do that, like be put to rest with their shipmates. Because the survivor's guilt from that had to have been terrible. Like I mean, a 1,000 men
It's still
died.
leaking oil. At least last time I was there.
None.
It might
No,
be.
it's not what the Tommy guy is.
But it was pretty cool to see.
So he's cooking up a joke. So he's cooking something up. And it is
I'm not.
But they were definitely like no talking at this memorial. They wanted you to be quiet. Yeah, we're talking about people dying, man.
Yeah, I know.
So you're like, they had it coming. I can promise you. It's exactly what he's thinking.
But it was cool. It was cool to go to and see.
Who?
No, yeah, that sounds cool. Hawaii sounds fun. I know Taylor was posting, and Oliver too posted quite a few pictures.
Yeah.
Of some of the stuff you guys saw.
We also went to the Polynesian Culture Center, which is pretty cool place.
I have a question. Was it super? Was it more hot or humid?
It was in the 70s. It didn't get really much. It didn't get above 80.
Did it feel super hot or?
No, it felt very humid. Like I felt like the temperature was honestly fine, but it was very humid. Like I was just sticky.
What was the? Was that an ice cream truck? The blue, like the blue little like
Asking a
van.
real question. What kind of food?
Well, I've seen.
The
Let's see.
van?
I've seen Taylor. Yeah, the van.
Yeah, and then Maddie posted
Then
it.
Maddie
and
posted
I know
it.
what he's talking about.
I'm like, that's gotta be
Because
the
Taylor
best place in
commented about
Oahu because everybody's going there.
Blue van? I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I'll show you.
We were in a blue Jeep. That was the car we rented.
Was it an
Man.
ice cream truck? Did you get ice cream truck in a blue
Madison,
van?
Missoula.
Or does he not remember it?
We didn't get ice cream. I got shaved ice at a
Shaved ice.
building. It wasn't a truck. A blue truck. Find me this picture.
That.
Oh, that's a crepe place.
That looks like a very authentic and good crepe place.
Come to think of it, it was crepes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's exactly right.
That was a lot. There was a lot of food
That's
trucks
exactly
out of those
the comment.
Volkswagen
Did
buses.
that taste good? Because that looks amazing.
So the one I had was kind of not great.
It does not pass a whole lot of health food vitamins.
But
Those are
what?
the best places.
But there was like I got a savory
Ask
crepe,
Dairy Queen.
so
Yeah,
it
Dairy Queen was.
wasn't necessarily the move, but
No.
I'm sure they had some good crepes. It was all right.
What was your favorite food there?
Then we went to this taco truck and they had a shrimp and steak burrito.
Uh-huh.
And I'm normally not a fan of burritos. Like they normally just it's hard to eat. They kind of get messy. I like a burrito bowl over a burrito.
Okay.
Like
See,
I thought you just didn't like
Tortilla
the
just
way it
does it
tasted.
for
I was
me.
like, how do you
no,
not
no,
like
no,
Yeah,
no. It
that's
it
right. I know
tastes
what
great,
you're
but like normally like
the form of eating can be tough.
yeah, and like the toppings aren't always the most distributed. But this was probably
Dude.
the best burrito ever.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I had a great. There was a great fast food Mexican joint in Utah. It was like Lammy's. It was like family owned.
Yeah.
This guy, hardly a lick of English, right? And so he was just so funny when we were ordering, cause like the kids were like in the bathroom. He's like, "What do you want?" She's like, "I don't know." Like, if you got anything you want, pick something. And then like there's this girl that came over from like the high school, cause he donated last year. He's like, "I donated." And she's like, you want this? He's like, "No, I don't." And then he just, oh my goodness, I had a quesadilla there. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah, and then her brother Elliot got a bean and cheese burrito, except he doesn't really like beans.
I love
So why would you get
Beans
a
are-
bean
beans
and
are
cheese
actually so
burrito?
good.
I love beans. I went to a Mexican place that's right
Yeah.
next to Climate Pledge, and it was, oh my god, it was hitting.
Yeah.
It was so good.
No, it was really good burrito. Like I was happy it wasn't in a bowl and was in an actual burrito.
One of the guys I was working with was one of our Dairy Queen brethren. He worked there for a while. He spent his teen years taking girls there. His family owned a couple of Dairy Queens, so he just lived on Dairy Queen.
That man's balling.
Living the life.
He's super chill. I love the guy. He walked over to me in the middle of the game. I was just sitting like right outside the rink in the hall, like where the locker room is. And he walked over to me just with ice cream because he was like, "You gotta go experience the game." And I was like, "I'm good." And so he just went upstairs and grabbed me ice cream, which is cool.
That's cool.
And
Okay.
and he comes back down and hands it to me. And I'm sitting next to my dad because it was our first gig working together.
Oh, cool.
And
that's
I
nice.
was my dad's utility for the day. But my dad's an A2, and he gets to have like a utility
Okay.
that does like there's like tasks that like just a one person can't do. It needs a second person for. So I was his utility for the whole
That's
thing.
cool.
Was that like intentional or was that just by chance?
That was by chance. It was sort of intentional that we got
Yeah.
the job together, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
But you being his utility.
But not really. They just happened to staff us. I got a call from my crewer, Joey Stagenberg, and he was like, "You haven't responded to my Kraken text." I was like, "Cause he didn't send one," and he sent it to the wrong number. And he was like, "All right, well your pop's working too, so you can carpool." So they thought about it.
Okay,
Figured it out.
gotcha.
Okay.
But I think the fact that I was his utility was by chance, but
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
be sure.
Yeah.
It was cool though, and my dad sitting right next to me, and my dad said some words I can't say, but he was just like, "What is wrong with you? Where's my dad was pissed, and so it was this guy. His name is Jordan. He's younger, like probably I would say 30s max,
Uh-huh.
and all the other A2s are bare minimum 50. Like they're all older guys. One of them's like 70s. Like they're all old.
They've been doing this for a
And
while.
They've been doing it for a while. They're great at their job, but it's a pretty tight knit group. They've been doing
Yeah.
this together for a while. Like they all wear matching shirts. So I remember the pictures of my dad.
Oh, yeah.
It's those guys. The edited picture. and so it was Jordan's like first time, and they're like treating him like a young guy. He's the only young A2 there that's not in their group.
He's a new guy.
Yeah. They were giving him a hard time, and my dad. They have their own audio channel. Just these guys. They don't need one, but they have their own audio channel called the Love Channel. They program just to talk to each other on like these like not like a phone group chat. Like it's on like an expensive like audio pack.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I don't want to go to advisory. This is we got so much to talk about.
Actually,
We could
no.
just chill here,
we
low
can
key.
come back to this later. I
we can.
vote we come back to this later because we haven't even gotten to talk about our spring breaks yet. But and my dad talks to the Love Channel and he goes, "Guess what Jordan just did?"
They're gossiping.
No, and Jordan's standing there, and Jordan's like also like so Canadian. He's so Canadian. He's like he says A and he calls everyone bud, and it sounds passive aggressive. He's really being nice.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What kind of ice cream you want, bud?" And so he goes up and grabs he buys ice cream for everyone because he's so scared. He's so scared that they're not going to give him another job as an A2. and but he was supposed to buy it for everyone, but he only got it for my dad, and everyone's mad at the guy. But Jordan's super cool though. He went to like a Mexican restaurant with him. He's a cool guy.
I beat Morgoth, the Omen King in Elden Ring. That's what I did this morning. I didn't get to sleep.
Also, Gus and I solved a murder.
Yeah, we did.
Speaking of jumping in the lake, me and Gus here saw it snowing outside, and we decided to jump in Bonnie Lake.
When?
It's cold.
Right before.
It was like Sunday,
Yeah, it was
last
So
Sunday.
is that what you guys did during spring break?
And
Yeah.
now it's Louisiana, but that was fun to do that.
Yeah, I was at a Gunlock Reservoir and it was snowing. There was a couple kids jumping in there.
Yeah, you went to a fake lagoon.
Yeah. They already heard that.
Yeah, we were talking about okay.
So does he. He was already here yesterday. So,
Yeah.
what'd you do this spring break? That's what we've been doing.
Wait, am I at Wesley or Andrew?
Well, you're Andrew, but you can talk from Wesley's experiences.
Okay. So I went to Louisiana to go visit my grandparents and just my family, because I haven't been there in a while. It was good. I learned to drive standard in a old Jeep.
Oh, manual.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So not there.
They call it standard down there or something?
I mean, I
I've
get
been
it.
wanting to learn how to drive manual for so long.
It's actually really fun if you have a good car for it.
Yeah, this was a terrible car for it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the steering
you
wheel was...
suck.
No, it was fun, but it just... You had to worry about it a little bit too much. Then I had a crawfish boil.
best kind of boil.
I want a
Best.
crawfish
It was
boil
so
Sounds
good.
so good.
The guy that gave us crawfish cleaned, purged, and took them out of the bags and just gave them baskets. And he hand selected them, so they were like
They were
big.
good.
They were so good.
You know that one guy on TikTok like, I'm a coffee boy, and he like just. Have you seen that guy?
No.
Maybe.
You haven't?
I've
He's
seen.
he's like this redneck with long blonde curly hair and a mullet. Like, I got my coffee boy and I'll put a third on lemonade. And he just talks with the hardest accent ever. He's
Awesome.
so funny.
No,
Yeah,
crawfish
so
is
I
pretty
had a
good.
pretty good.
I want a crawfish boil ever since I've seen that guy.
I want
You want a crawfish boil in the south. Though.
I
You
want a
don't
crawfish
want-
boil
Oh.
in the south,
He was
and I
so
want
good.
gumbo from the south.
Oh, gumbo.
So bad.
That's
My mom makes a good gumbo.
Yeah, I almost stuck in.
That's-
I almost
that's
snuck
good
in your house on
stuff.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
just to have gumbo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
like there's crawfish up here in Oregon, but it's different.
Sounds good.
That's whatever.
The nastier waters in Louisiana, so that's where the crawfish are better.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
like
even
those-
kidding. Like you look at where the crawfish come from, and it's like it's like more mud than
That's
water.
that's any kind of seafood really.
Yeah.
It's like one of those places that, like, you know, when you go to like those diners and it's like 50s themed and the health rating is like okay.
Yeah.
That's where you get
Yeah.
your best food.
I love seeing when I see the food health. It's just like the okay yellow face.
And I love that they wear it with pride.
Hey, look,
Like, we passed. It's like me and my physics.
Look,
we got 3.
we're still open.
Yeah, it's how you know they have the food's honestly probably gonna be really good. It
Mhm.
might not be the cleanest, and
That
you might
doesn't
get
matter.
sick, but it will taste really good.
If your body survives it, it's worth it.
It just
Now-
it just shows they care more about how the food tastes.
The restaurants down there, like clean food, all
Mhm.
seafood. Like I'll show. I took a picture of one of my dishes. This was after like 3 that people kept asking, like, what was I eating?
That's I went to Hawaii. My favorite thing is just seafood. There's so much of it. Like we have good seafood here, but it's also you have good seafood there.
So this is a fried catfish with. It's called the Acadian on Jones Creek. It's a fried catfish with a crawfish creole laid over the top of it. Oh,
See, that looks
Wait,
like
show-
so
my
bad.
goodness.
It
That-
does.
it
It
looks
looks.
so good.
Because it's brown.
It looks like wet cat
But
food.
oh my goodness, that's probably tasting so
It
good.
is
How-
so.
how-
I had
good.
some chicken and rice that looked exactly like that. Best chicken I've ever had.
Exactly.
How
It
how
looks
is
like
catfish?
a cat
House
threw
catfish.
up.
Yeah,
It's
like
good.
carrots
It's,
and celery.
Catfish is like, you think like it's like chicken, like you just fry chicken and it's all chicken's chicken, but for catfish, like, the thinner crust and you know,
every time I catch catfish, my uncle's like, "Yeah, we're gonna toss it back. It ain't good to eat."
it's
I'm like,
nasty and it's
yeah.
hard. It's more hard to like
Yeah,
clean and everything. Here we go.
So it's now. It's my turn. For
yeah,
spring
your
break.
turn for break.
Okay, so my spring break, I didn't get to go anywhere crazy, at all really. I jumped in the lake. I
That's all
found
you
out.
did.
I just continuously jumped in the lake for 8 days.
That'd
Um,
be cold.
That'd be
It's a
freezing.
little chilly.
No, but I also did get to go see WSU, and let me tell you, their studio. I think I had like a the stupidest looking green.
Oh, you gotta
when
check
I got
it
to
out.
walk in there. I got to see their
I haven't
studio.
got to see it. I haven't been able to see it.
I got to have like a tour of that place.
Like this?
Okay, yeah, and
well,
also
it's better.
it is.
Well, of course.
But I will give. I now have so much more respect for our studio. They're like when I walked into like where their anchors are and all that stuff. Their cameras look the exact same. Not quite. They're a little bit nicer, and they have like they're running a couple of the same programs. Like we do. We have a nice setup in here that I guess I did
Very
not
fortunate.
appreciate.
Well,
for.
our set isn't necessarily the best. It's just a table. Like some schools have a much
table
better.
and a dream is all you need.
Sure, some schools have like a more professional looking setup.
Well,
but
they
we-
have like the table with like their school logo. And
Yeah,
I
But-
mean, Highland did a great job.
But in terms of actual tech we have back here, it's very good.
Mhm.
I mean, we have 3 cameras, telemarketers, this amazing clock. This is the most valuable thing we have back here.
Which I don't know what it.
It's just a clock.
we
It's
just
a
found
timer.
it the other day.
I don't know where it came from.
Let's
I
see.
liked it.
I don't think. What else did I do?
Went to Applebee's.
I work at Applebee's. That's true. I also did that.
Oh,
With Applebee's a few times I bargained.
I think at least 4.
Okay.
I think I went there at least 4 times.
weak.
Does anyone else play Blue and Tower Defense?
Yes.
Do you play Blue and Tower Defense?
don't.
You gotta get on it.
I wish, dude.
Did you play it at all since the last update?
Oh,
You know that song that goes.
The new-
"I
the new
am
monkey?
Yeah.
boy."
I instantly
more
got him, and within like the first couple of rounds, he's already top level.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. XP was super fast.
So they added a new monkey to Blue and Tower Defense. It's called the Beast Handler, and he has three different beasts.
He's pretty good. But
Um,
he takes so much money to get.
He got nerfed. He got nerfed a bit. The
What are his beasts?
he has a shark.
Megalodon.
Megalodon.
Giganotosaurus.
Giganotosaurus.
No,
What?
Giganotosaurus.
Basically T-Rex,
Yeah.
I
and
know,
then a
Poor
bird.
guy.
And then a what?
And a bird.
Poor guy. It's like a big bird.
Pretty dope.
Big bird. I'm talking
We're talking
like I'm the biggest bird kind of.
I'm
bird.
the big bird.
No,
Like
but
Big Bird
biggest
from
bird.
The Megalodon was so busted it could kill 45 of the big purple balloons.
45 of
Yeah.
them.
Like on its
I
own.
knew he could take down like all Moabs, but I didn't know it was that.
Like on
crazy.
its own. They nerfed it though. It ain't good. It ain't that good no
How many
more.
can he take down?
I have no idea. We could. Oh, maybe I'll test it out.
I actually had something important I was going to like
Okay.
bring up today, and I just don't remember what it was going to be.
Sorry guys, Blue and Tower Defense. That's where it's at.
So
What are you gonna study? Oh, that's what we should talk about.
Oh yeah, it's
Everyone's
college.
dream.
My dream is to make a lot of money without doing anything.
Okay,
Trying to be a
realistic.
teacher.
Realistic.
that'll be it. That's the way to go.
Yeah, I'm either gonna go for communication or education. Dream would be to be Mr. Foster. That is the
Mr.
dream.
Foster.
Yeah, PE
Mr.
teacher.
Foster. Yeah, but
We should start calling him Master Foster.
I don't know
I-
if that's a
He
good
looks like
idea.
he could be a master.
I've started calling Mr. Mags Monster Mags after
Pickleball.
he destroyed
Yeah.
me in pickleball.
Man,
That guy is
he
a
says he
monster,
plays
yeah.
sometimes a year. He plays like
Yeah,
twice.
he's
a
like,
month.
no, every once in a while, like I'll just get this like phone call, like go up to Renton and play
He's a bunch of
pickleball.
old dudes.
And he's
Which-
just insane. I don't know. I don't think you were there, but yeah, he was just like he'd hit this perfect serve where like the wall was right behind me, so I couldn't back up very much. He'd get it right in the back corner, so I'd have to just like take it on my hip
Yeah.
every time.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, when I was in Utah, went to a pickleball court, and there was a big old tournament going on that we didn't know about. So there was just a bunch of old people playing. And I was like,
Nice,
whoa!
dude.
Racket
Then we went
sports are
somewhere
good
else.
for old people.
Yeah.
Like if you're older, like it keeps you in shape, and it's insane how good some of the older folks are at these sports.
No, there's so many people
I
that
mean,
when
what
they,
else do they got, right?
there's so many
Like
people that
families.
when they when they find out I play tennis,
Families
the
before.
first thing they say is just like, "Oh, that's really good for when you get older." I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
Or it's good for me right now.
Yeah, I enjoy my sport. I'm not
Yeah.
playing the long game here.
It's like golf.
Yeah, but Ethan, you're going.
Any sport where you don't have to move.
All right,
too
you
much.
can dream.
Okay, I'm going to WSU. Me and Sawyer are both going to WSU.
Yep.
Probably roommates unless that doesn't work out.
Yep.
I mean, we applied
Unless
to be
he's
roommates.
too dirty for you.
Yeah, I'm a dirty
Yeah.
little boy. Rar, 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 rar.
I'm doing the honors college at WSU. He might be doing the honors college. We'll see if he gets in. He's kind of an idiot. He might not make it.
in.
I wrote a good essay on recycling.
He actually wrote some pretty good essays. I was
On
kind of
recycling?
when he sent them to me, I was like,
Speak to me.
"Did you really write these? They're pretty dang good."
Okay,
It is
don't make that face when we're on camera. They might see this.
Oh, that's true. Watch them check this out.
Yeah.
No, they were good essays. I'm going for mechanical engineering, which is my plan for now. That might be really lame, and I might just quit. Not quit college, but
Doesn't
change
matter,
majors.
dude. First 2 years.
But yeah, giving
Just
it a
stuff
shot off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make airplanes and cars, maybe.
He's gonna give one to me.
Yeah, making planes is kind of cool. I flew on 3 planes over spring break.
You flew 3?
Wow. Had a layover.
No,
Same.
Oh, you rode in 3.
Ooh, flew in. I
thought you flew 3. That'd
No.
be
Is
sick.
it
I'm not
Ethan
that
Hall and Adam that are flying planes?
Adam's flying. He took Ethan Hall up. Landon is.
Landon?
Yeah.
I think I might pick up flying in college.
Oh, just as a casual, really, really expensive hobby.
No, it's not that expensive.
It is. It's like $150 an hour.
Depends on what you're doing. You don't know. You gotta have get connections, man.
I guess not.
Internships at
Yeah,
Boeing.
bro, yeah, there's some
Do you know how many people
college.
like planes at Boeing?
True. Good point.
There's probably some dude with a plane.
What you got? What's your dream?
You're going next. We're going.
What about you?
Okay.
We're going
What's your
clock.
dream?
We're going clockwise.
You're next.
Okay. Okay. So just like dream, like my dream job.
This one.
Late night show host.
Yeah.
That's sick.
me.
Oh, we're going back to you because you only told us about college.
Okay.
Dream.
That's true.
yeah.
Dream.
Dream? Well, ideally, I want to make cars, like engines.
Oh, so we did.
Specifically, the Wankel rotary engine.
The Wankle.
Oh, Wankel.
Why don't you make
rotary.
the Ethan Irish engine?
Well, I like a rotary engine.
Oh.
I don't.
That sounds stupid.
Why would I make my own when I can just make a rotary engine?
No, rotaries are cool. They
Rotaries
don't.
are pretty cool.
they
It's like
don't
the triangle thing.
Yep, they don't have pistons, and they just spin and they rev high and burn oil.
Good stuff. I'm
But-
gonna become a master neutron thrower. Just
Yeah.
have the ability to just like
You've
catch
been
a
learning
neutron,
about
throw it.
fission, fusion, nuclear decay. And
Yeah,
physics.
I mean Mazda. They just made a new car that uses a rotary engine to power a hybrid, like as a backup kind of thing. Kind of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Okay, so making engines.
So yeah, that's like Boeing is probably more realistic. Is where I think I'll end up. I think I'll try to do internships over the summer and then work there, doing who knows what,
Yep.
making planes probably.
Probably
Gotcha.
going to get the boss coffee.
Maybe.
Sweeping
NASA.
floors.
NASA. and
Yeah, NASA.
Rocket ships.
NASA rocket ships would be cool too. I like cars though. That's like the dream. You know, just honestly, the dream is not even working. It's making enough money to be able to buy cars and have
That's
cars.
good. It's a good dream.
Financial freedom. I'm not in it for the money, but having money is nice.
I'm in it for the money.
Yeah, I am.
I'm not really in it for the money though, because teachers don't really make that kind of cash.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Just be a teacher and then like do other stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna be an engineer.
I'm in big this time.
Are you 18?
Yeah. I'm in big this time, honey. Trust me.
All right, Gus, back to you.
So yeah, no, I mean, well, I basically already said it.
What's your show gonna be called?
The late night show with Gus Marceau.
I mean, it just flows so
It flows.
well. Like you won't need to say.
Flows like water.
Show so dude.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
All
it.
right, I
It's like
planned
me
that.
on the beat, dude.
I planned it.
That's why I picked my last name, dude.
Yeah.
It's good.
I picked my family.
You won't need a stage name, man.
Good stuff.
Meeny,
Very
meeny,
fun.
miny, you.
No. So I don't know, just something in the entertainment industry. I like being the center of attention. Simple as that.
He's a
Being
pretty
good.
good host. Hasn't done it in a week.
No,
He's like
I haven't.
itching for it.
Yeah.
Ah,
There's actually a chance that I might be anchoring one of our soccer games.
What does that mean?
Andrew was telling me about this actually. Yeah, this is sick. I don't know any details. All he asked me was like, "What's a good game to do it for?" And I think we're gonna do Mount Tahoma.
Okay. So I thought he was
What's wrong?
talking.
Wait, like a full news
They
broadcast
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
deal?
So
They beat us.
I'd be the new like
Yeah.
sportscaster.
We should-
That'd be
Is that the
dope.
one where everybody was like dying, getting kicked?
Where everyone got a red card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy was getting kicked
Uh,
out of
yeah.
the box.
whatever happened with that? Or we'll talk about it later.
I would love to
but-
just
It's-
go on that.
It's fixed by now. All right, keep going.
So I had gotten a text from Andrew yesterday, and he'd been talking about like getting like a connection with ESPN, who we've been working with, and then he just sends me this random one sentence text. It just says, "Would you want to anchor a soccer game?" And I was like, "How did you do this?" Because I just immediately went to like
Give him an
Sounders,
anchor spot
and
for
so
him.
I was like,
Oh,
I just immediately
you're in big
picture myself
leagues.
just being terrified, just in front of the camera, and so I'm sitting there for 20
Nah,
minutes.
he did you one better. Bonnie Lake High School. Baby.
Yeah, so
And
20
we got
minutes.
here Gus, who's going to be announcing with me for our Sounder Soccers. He knows nothing about soccer.
He knows nothing about Sounders.
He doesn't know the players. He doesn't know the game.
He
He
knows
doesn't
the
even
game
know who
good
we're
enough.
playing against.
He doesn't even like the sport, actually.
It's a simple game.
But and then about 20 minutes later, he was like, "Yeah, no. So I was just thinking about like doing it at our high school. I'm thinking like 3 cameras and all that." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds much more realistic." But I'm really excited. I don't know if we'll do it.
It is
like,
kind of
for
sick
sure.
though, if you
but-
think about it.
Right?
Someone,
Very sick.
Like, inhale the green part of this. It tastes so weird.
Okay.
Here's what I'll
Wesley,
say
you tell your dream. We're so out of ideas.
about the whole thing. Mount Tahoma is going to be a good, like, maybe, like, the most fair game. The most fair home game.
It tastes like paint.
Because you tell him to do it. It is paint. So, yeah, I think Mount Tahoma might be, like, the most fair game. Silas, we're definitely projected to lose.
Okay.
But it would also be a fun one. But that's the last game. So, like, what if it goes good for Mount Tahoma? Then we want to do it again for Silas. That'd be cool.
They just no-clipped.
But,
So watch this. Sorry.
60 trick shots.
Watch this.
anyway,
So what's your dream?
I don't know, dude. I'm at a point in my life where I need to start figuring things out. I definitely want to live on some land.
Don't you want to be in the Navy?
No neighbors. Yeah, I do.
It's like he makes
Oh,
live on
like
some-
he steals
oh,
over.
okay. I get what you mean.
Oh, yeah. No, like, live on property.
Okay. I got
But, yeah, I want to go to the Navy.
I like the Navy.
And then do probably do some contract work with the CIA, which is, like,
Yeah.
protect an asset for, like, 8 months, and you get paid, like, a lot of money for those 8 months.
That's probably going to be like me. You'll probably be protecting me.
Yeah. Protect Gus Marceau.
Put Gus Marceau while he's on his late night show. We'll give you $20.
Yeah, FBI and CIA
If
stuff. Like being a high level secret agent, really.
That's not what I do.
Operative.
So, well, not like secret agent.
Well, yeah.
I want to be like a,
Well,
they call them
well-known-
contractors.
Well-known agent.
Yeah, you want to be a well-known agent.
Yeah, I want to be a well-off agent, to be honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So, and then do like contract, pick up these contracts for like 8 months or so, come back to the States, and just dream would be to make a lot of money at the States when I'm off.
Yeah, that's the issue. All my dreams involve lots of money.
Yeah.
Like,
I want money.
I believe in you though.
Money doesn't buy you happiness,
That's-
but
it
it
does.
makes living in
Make
misery a
a
lot
boat.
easier.
like that's the thing. Like, I'm not after like engineering so I can make a lot of money. But having money is nice.
Yeah.
Not needing to worry about like just being able to like, oh, I want to buy this cool thing. Oh, I can just afford it.
I know.
I saw a.
We're so poor. Nice.
I mean,
All right, attempt number 3 of signing us out. So we went off on a few side tangents, and we might go back to quickfire. We actually kind of liked how it turned out last week, but we just had a lot of we want to talk about spring break, but we went off on enough tangents as it was.
It's still rough.
Yeah, well, we might corral ourselves at some point, but thank you guys for watching, and if you guys have any opinions, thoughts, comments, leave it in that comment section below.
Woo!
I don't remember what I was going to say.
It's alright.
We're going to sign out before he says it.
Later, Panthers.